Before we begin, here's a momentary demonstration of the end result. This is going to be about getting close as possible to a 303 using Caustic. And as you see, we are using the subsynth, not the bass line, although the bass line is inspired by 303 itself and has about the same layout and interface. So we're going to do this using one subsynth, but then we're also later going to do this using a modular. So getting back to the subsynth first, put the first oscillator on a HQ, high quality square, the second oscillator a sine wave, change the modulation mode to pulse width modulation and bring this to about 9 o'clock. It's got to be at a very precise position to get the right 303 sound, so you might have to tinker with it a little. We're going to need a filter, low pass, high resonant low pass filter. And let's go ahead and LFO that cutoff of the filter right away at a medium depth and low rate, and come down a few octaves. Might have to move this a little bit. Now let's wet it a little with some effects. Since effects are used so often, probably is easier to hear how similar to a 303 would be with the effects than it isn't. You can hear that the 303 doesn't have a pure square waveform sound to it, even in its square mode, the original 303. It's actually like sounding like a square and a sawtooth together, like it has a sawtooth harmonic, see? Or here. A pure square we would get by turning this all the way down. And that sounds nothing like a 303. But bring this back up to 9 o'clock. My other 303 method I discovered in Caustic was to just make a modular from scratch and wire it, and I did that. And this is the result of that. The good old 303 barker, the 303 dog barker. If you look at the oscilloscope and I turn down the decay to much slower, you can see what's actually going on with low pass resonant filters and why the note seems to go up and down in frequency but not change its note. You can see what's going on there by looking at the waveform and why that exactly would work that way. In this, I had a saturator, which is a great distortion effect here on the modular. And what I did was I had to wire the envelope to the note velocity. You see the note velocity up in the upper left has to be wired into the modulation of the filter envelope, and then you'll have the envelope sound you need to make that bow wow barking sound, the envelope combined with the distortion. And there you have it. 2 great 303 emulations in Caustic on a tablet 36 years after the original TB 303 came out. Enjoy. Thanks for listening.